shocked at not only how many people showed up, but how many people showed up with like extra these period products, how many people showed up with questions and things to say. I also want to thank the bar staff, everyone that works here at Five and Dime. I think that they're in that room and might not be able to hear us, but the wonderful people who have volunteered to help out, especially at the tables, giving you drink tickets and organizing donations. They are also incredible. If they're sitting out there, thank you. I originally planned to not have a printed piece of paper, but last night when I was going to read this a bunch, I had to take my cat to the emergency vet. She's fine, so now we have a piece of paper. Yes, for heater, let's go. I am Abughazaleh, and if you haven't heard, I am running for Congress. I've heard a lot of concerns, a lot of excitement tonight, but the truth is we live in a really scary time right now. We are watching as our most essential programs are being dismantled. We have people being deported without due process. I'm not sure which idiot billionaire is the president. And to make matters worse, our so-called opposition party often refuses to do any actual opposition, unless you count like matching outfits and it's really no surprise that a lot of us, including myself, feel helpless. I was talking to someone today about what you can do to do something more than just scrolling, and I get that way too. I'm like, what am I doing? And I'm doing this, and this feels great, and this feels awesome that we are contributing. I'm talking with all of you, but we are also all individuals, and it's a really scary time to be an individual, especially if you are vulnerable in any possible way. We did our part, we shared the posts, a lot of us donated, we voted, we volunteered, and we are still in this situation, and we as voters are being blamed for it. And frankly, I think that's BS. Something needs to change. The Democratic Party strategy is not working. We have been doing the same thing for so long, and it's clear that it is not working. We don't need to get less woke. We don't need to abandon trans people and migrants.
Right.
If you want to have Steve Bannon on your podcast, just become a Republican. We really need to do something different, and that's why I decided to run for Congress. I think that there is a different way we can do politics. There is a different way that we can do campaigning, a different way we can win elections. And neither, or none of them, I guess, involves capitulating to billionaires or wasting your money. If you are donating your time, your experience, your money to this campaign, you will not regret it, win, lose, or draw, because we are trying something different. The average successful congressional campaign costs at least $1 million, and most of that gets wasted on forgettable ads, asshole consultants. And fancy events for the ultra-rich. And it shouldn't be a radical idea to ask what effect it can be spent locally. Local businesses, local mutual aid, local strike support. It makes electoral sense, but it's also just the right thing to do. We are showing our values through our actions, and that is what we are going to do with this campaign, and then beyond Election Day. It's very simple, and I can't wait to do it. I have to go to the second page, I'm so sorry. Tonight we have gathered, I have an underscore here to count the number of tampons, pads, and liners we have, but we couldn't count, we have so many here. To be clear, those are not for me, it's not for my personal stockpile. These are for the Period Collective, which provides period products to shelters and schools and other programs all across the area. And this is just the start. We have a ton in the works. Clothing exchanges, book drives, beach cleanup, food bank support, arts and crafts, on top of other fun events, family-friendly ones, recreational things just like this one. We basically want to provide a model for how to recenter politics around the people. And I've talked to a lot of you tonight. I'm sorry if we haven't gotten to everyone, but I hope I can talk to you before the night's over. But it should be about people like us, not the ultra-rich, not these insane lobbies that are pushing for things that only help, billionaires. We want this to basically be the most successful campaign in American history. I will meet with any constituent anywhere in the district to talk about almost anything. We have raised already over $300,000 just with grassroots donors. Our average donation is just about $38, and we've gotten more than 1,000 people signed up to volunteer. It's insane to me. It's so crazy.
In a good way.
Sorry, I'm so thrilled. I've talked to so many people about how they want to volunteer in all these interesting ways that we can change this campaign, and I'm just truly so excited. But this isn't just about a campaign. You know, it's like also about what comes after. And for the longest time, I feel like Democratic leaders are more worried about winning elections than governing afterwards. And a lot of times, we don't even win the elections. The truth is, if we want to both win and govern, we need bold, progressive solutions. We can't be ashamed from it. We can't shy away from it because we're worried about what Fox News will say. There's a lot of things that and I'm sure a lot of you would like to pass in better circumstances. Single-payer health care, child care and stay-at-home income, democratic reform like term limits for every single public office. But let's be real, we probably won't get a lot of that passed under Trump. But there are promises that I can make in good conscience. The first of those is I will resist his agenda in any way I can. Historically, we have seen that appeasement does not work with these people. It doesn't work. We can't just back down because the only real way to fight fascism is loudly, proudly, and every single day.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do, though. Whether it's voting, whether it's questioning the government publicly, questioning the administration publicly, or physically putting my body between bad actors and the best parts of our country, I will do it. That is what all of our leaders should be doing, and it's insane that we have to ask for that. I will not roll over. I will not bend the knee. I will not bow down. On the more local side, though, I can promise that I will expand constituent services. Every representative receives money for this, but you might not even know that it exists. So when you go to My House website, you won't just be able to request a tour of the Capitol or your own American flag. For example, if you work with the FAA and you didn't get your paycheck, you can let us know and we will hound the government on your behalf to get you your money. If you get picked up by ICE on campus, like Rumeza Ozturk or Mahmoud Khalil, your family can easily contact us through our constituent services. We will make sure to locate you. We will make sure to advocate for your rights, and we will make sure that you get a lawyer. If your social security check doesn't come, we will have a designated constituent services member on staff to make sure that you get your money. I also want to re-envision how you contact your rep. Right now, if you have an issue or you see that Instagram post that's like, call your representative, you basically call, hope someone picks up, or you leave a voicemail to the void. It is 2025, there should be a chat function here.
Yeah.
It's I'm so worked up about this. These are changes that the Democratic Party should have already done across the board. But I think the biggest difference between me and our current Democratic status quo is that too many of the people in Congress are just not equipped to handle the current reality of our right. Whether it's a misunderstanding of technology or underestimating extremists, this party is always reacting. They are letting Fox News and online fascists set the agenda, one full of fear and hate. And unfortunately for me, I am an expert in Fox News and online fascists. I spent my career monitoring Fox News for Media Matters and getting a lot of backlash online. These people are not huge fans of mine. In fact, Jesse Waters has already complained about this campaign. I think less than 24 hours when we launched. And about a year ago, actually, Elon Musk launched so many lawsuits against my employer that I and 11 other coworkers got laid off. He sicked his delightful followers on us, and then about 5-6 months later, deposed me here in Chicago. I think about mean tweets. It's still really unclear, but the fact of the matter is it cost thousands of dollars to do. These are the people that are running our country. Hold on, actually, next page. I know how these people think, I know what sets them off, and I know how to beat them. And that is why I want to be in Congress. Now you might have heard also that I'm relatively new in town, and that is true. But I'm excited to be here because this is a special place. Evanston, the district, Chicago, Illinois. My partner and I had to move here very suddenly last year, and we quickly realized that many others are doing the same. As authoritarianism, climate change, and financial realities worsen, more and more people are coming here. I have met dozens of trans people that have come here from red states because this is the only place in the country where they feel safe. That is a testament to the community and frankly an indictment on most of our country right now. But it's because this is the type of place that doesn't tolerate fascists. It doesn't just take no or that's the way it's always been as an answer. I mean, Chicago is the only city where Trump had to cancel a rally because he got scared.
Love you, Chicago!
Illinois is the state where 500,000 Black people came from the South during the Great Migration, looking for a better life. It's the first state to decriminalize homosexuality. Even now, Illinois is expanding rights for queer people and immigrants and refugees as every other state goes backward. And all of that is led by this district, historically one of the most progressive, diverse districts in the country. I mean, Evanston was the first city in the United States to issue reparations.
Yeah.
Evanston is also prohibition until 1972, Sam, so you can't win them all.
We made up for it this tonight, Kat. We made up for it.
I know a lot of you know this already, but there is a Chicagoland renaissance on the horizon. And this district, the people in this room right here, are going to lead it. I want our campaign to be a part of that movement. Accomplishing everything we want to accomplish, though, does cost money. About 93% of House races are won by whichever candidate spends more. But like I said, we want to spend differently. If you want to support this campaign, if you want to support our goals, if you want to support our outreach efforts, first off, know that we want to spend your money wisely, not on those asshole consultants. But also, anything helps. If everyone here scan the QR codes that you'll find at different tables and donated just like $25, the cost of your drinks, we can pay for the band book drive that we are planning right now. If everyone donated $50, we could pay for that and this entire event. One more page. I need to get a better system, I'm sorry. But we don't just want money. We want your help. We need volunteers. The ones that we've had tonight are absolutely incredible, and I've talked to so many people that have tons of crazy, exciting ideas. There's something in this campaign for everyone. We have door knocking, language translation, phone banking, poster design, you name it. But we want to get weird with it too. So if you have an out-of-the-box talent, hit us up. If you have an organization that wants to collaborate, drop us a line. If you have something that needs resources that you think we could help with, you don't need to give us an endorsement or it doesn't need to be an official partnership. We just want to help. And I mean, look, if you're willing to hold a house party for our campaign, we will take you up on that. But we also need your thoughts. We are steadily making our way through our email inbox, but it is pretty full. So let me know what you think about an issue, either here or online. Better yet, though, we have other events that are coming up. Tomorrow I'll be holding office hours at Smack Dab. You can find the information on our website, catforillinois.com. Just drop by if you have any questions, comments, ideas. I think that our representatives should actually want to know what's going on.
Radical.
I know, it's crazy. Look, this is just the beginning. This is our first event. We've got a year to go. Sorry, I'm like very moved. I'm seeing so many of you here, and it's so incredible. And hearing all of your stories and what you care about and what you want to see. And I feel like we can just get so defeated and feel so helpless. And instead, I've just seen boundless amounts of optimism everywhere tonight, and that's incredible at a time like this.
Woo!
Thanks. Well, we have a year until the primary, which is on March 17th, and 8 months after that to the general. In that time, we are going to run a campaign that no one has ever seen before. And I just want each and every one of you to be a part of it, if you want. If you have been here and you don't like it, that's also fine. But I hope I can convince you otherwise. So come and find me, come chat, say hi, ask questions. If not now, then anytime we can. Like I said, anywhere in the district, anyone, ask me about almost anything. Thank you everyone for being here tonight and being a part of this movement that we're building. Let's do more.